Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Prosecutor General, thank you for your testimony today. You have outlined a series of just shocking crimes against humanity, against the Ukrainian people. The kidnapping of tens of thousands of Ukrainian children and their indoctrination in prison camps, the rape and torture of women, the targeting of electrical and water infrastructure to starve and to freeze, the Ukrainian people, the use of torture of prisoners, mass executions of civilians, and on and on. These are war crimes. They are genocide. I join my colleagues in calling it what it is. And as several of my colleagues have said, that this is not just a battle for democracy and Ukrainian freedom, but this is a battle for humanity. Right? The question that must be answered here is, what will we allow humans to do to each other? And what will we allow the tyrant that is Vladimir Putin to get away with? The answer must be, we won't allow him to get away with any of it. That must be the answer. There's no other alternative here, and I join you and the Ukrainian people and my colleagues in figuring out how we do that. Vladimir Putin has made a big mistake, though. He has underestimated the will of the Ukrainian people, because he will not ever break that will. We know that. I have seen that firsthand from my friends in Ukraine. So the question becomes, how do we make everybody, not just Vladimir Putin, accountable for these crimes? Battlefield commanders, individual soldiers, there must be accountability at every level. And to that end, this Congress changed law last year to allow the sharing of information to the International Criminal Court with respect to Russia and Ukraine. It's my understanding that that law has not been fully used yet by this administration, that there's information that has not been put forward. Public reports have indicated that there's information that we have that we could provide that we have not due to some objections by the Department of Defense. What is your understanding as to the state of the sharing of that information, and what objections are you hearing from the U.S. government at this point that might be slowing down the provision of really critical information?
You know, in course of this war, many procedures historically, which took months and years before, now in different countries and in different international organizations, now are sorted out within months or weeks. And this is quite a unique situation where we feel as a special element of support that you change your procedures. But in order to get this changed, and in order to be it more 100% efficient, it's important to, in parallel, to communicate the need of such changes. I don't want somehow to comment on why internally there could be some resistance in exchanging of information, I mean internally here in the United States. I am ready to communicate and to explain that if this is for the matter of justice on international level to all perpetrators, not only to those who executed these commands, but those who ordered these commands, then it doesn't raise any risk or any concern from the point of view of, from the military side. Of course, I can hear arguments, because I used to be in communication all this year for different processes. But I think that proper communication, open and honest, will help to break, the ice if it is necessary and if it is important. And once again, I think it is possible to share more intelligence information we need, because it's not just sharing information, it's just to give answer on our very specific requests. We are trying to deal with this new legislation. Let's see what would be the outcome and the result. I'm optimistic, and I hope that our communication will lead to fruitful results.
Thank you, Prosecutor General. We appreciate your service and your leadership and testimony today. I yield back.